And that's how I started fighting. I would stand with people, bang it out for a second, take them down, and just make them just take their soul, bro.
But you did bare knuckle fighting too. You said you got a 8-1 MMA record.
Yeah, so yeah, my amateur record. So I started MMA in 2008. I graduated high school in 06. I was really bored. I didn't know what to do. Seen the UFC stuff, and that's what I called it at the time. That's what most people call it, the UFC stuff. And that's what I was like, man, I want to try this shit. And
well, time out right there. Were you already fighting in bars and stuff? Did you fight out on the streets?
Yeah, man, gravel pits were hell in high school.
Okay, so all right, keep going.
Yeah, so and honestly, man, when you start training, like actual training to fight, do like your boxing, mixed martial arts type training, you realize you don't know shit about fighting.
Oh, I know.
You don't know shit about fighting. You get into wrestling, get into a good wrestler, man, or a good jiu-jitsu guy, you realize you just feel like a helpless puppy, man, out on the streets.
Well, we have this argument all the time, all right? And this is, I wish Braxton was here because he's training Muay Thai and fucking jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. And
then I got another friend I've been friends with forever. He never been in a fight, and then he's training jiu-jitsu. And they're always wanting me, because when I was younger, I fought.
That's right.
I just got drunk and fought.
That's right,
what I mean?
Man.
I was like,
that's how we were, man.
But I not trained, not anything, just drunk and fighting.
That's it, bro.
It's like I don't know how to fight. I just know how to drink and fight. So, they're always trying to talk me into wrestling with them and stuff, and I'm like, man, I don't need to lose a friendship over whatever, because I mean, you're probably gonna beat me up, break my arm or something.
Yeah, man.
Or I'm gonna hurt you, because my mind goes into a different place when I'm in a fight. I ain't relying on training. I'm trying to kill somebody.
That's right.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm
Win
trying
at all costs, bro.
Yeah, I'm in survival mode.
That's
like
right.
I'm doing dirty stuff.
That's
I'm biting.
right.
I'm eye gouging. I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have
fish
a rule
hooking
book.
their ass.
I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? I'm doing anything and everything, and they're like, well, you'll get your ass handed to you, and I'm like, I probably will, but I'll have a broken arm doing it.
That's
you know what
right.
I mean? Like,
that's right.
So, anyways, we have that argument all the time. How would you compare that? Because you fought before, and then you go out there and start training with the guys that know what they're doing. Did the toughness and battle scars from the fighting in the gravel pit play any part in the next phase of fighting? Yeah,
man. I think the toughness and the heart, just to never quit, definitely played a big part in it. But then, like I said, you get in there with a really good jiu-jitsu practitioner, man, and they'll just make you feel helpless.
Yeah.
A good wrestler, man, they'll make you feel helpless, like you can't do shit. And then, once I kind of go into my amateur career, man, it kind of was like the thing that changed my mindset about fighting, because up until that point, all I did was train boxing or Muay Thai, kickboxing. That's all I wanted to train, because I just wanted to knock people out, and I did really well. I went undefeated for like my first 4 or 5 amateur fights, and then I fought a guy that had he was a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, and he had really good wrestling.
Yeah.
And I went and fought him. He didn't beat me up too bad, but he just kept me on my back, and I couldn't shake him, and it just made me feel helpless in the fight. He ended up breaking my rib like the first round of the fight, but like I said, I'm tough as nails, man. I fought all 3 rounds with a broke rib, and then I just felt helpless the whole fight. So after that, I was like...
So you couldn't get any strikes on him?
None, because every time I go to swing, he'd take me down. He'd put me up against the cage, take me down.
And no strikes on the ground?
Well, I was on my back the whole time, but I would like hammer... I would do what I could. I could hit him.
Yeah.
I probably hit him more from my back than... He could have definitely... beat me with ease, like, and probably ground and pound me out if he wanted to, but that's just wasn't his style of fighting. He's a jiu-jitsu practitioner, so he was trying to submit me. Wouldn't let him submit me, and then I was like, this is a style of fighting that I want to do, because I felt helpless. So I started just really indulging in wrestling jiu-jitsu, and that's how I started fighting. I would stand with people, bang it out for a second, take them down, and just make them just take their soul, bro.